It is all good, just like that bloke said. How are you all going? How are you doing today? Welcome to a Thursday stream. A little bit out of the usual for me. Karen Day, what's going on? What are you up to? Karen Day's in the house. Tom's here as well. Tommy, good to see you. We've got frets to do today, so we prepped them yesterday. Here's our neck. We're just going to clean out those slots, check the depth, and get these suckers whacked in. Whack them in. No good. What else? Look, I don't expect anything more. I think you've pretty much answered my question and confirmed my suspicions. And that's why we have you as a friend. You had a dream you got to visit me. Well, that would have been fun. I dare say. We would have been eating cake and laughing up and driving minis, drifting in minis, flying around corners. That's what we'd have been doing. Singing and cake. Singing and cake would have been good. Okay, there's our lovely neck. Still got to do some fine sanding on that. Of course, we're going to work on the frets first. I want to clear out these slots. I want to get the depth right on these guys. So that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to grab my little special saw. Where is that bugger? Here it is. With a little depth stop. We're going to adjust the depth of that depth stop to right there, 0.055 hundredths of a thousandths of an inch. 55 thou. 55 thou. That's usually the depth I cut them to, because that's usually the depth of the fret tank. I do love drifting in a mini. Used to do that with mine when I had one. Yes, exactly. Absolutely. It's all fun. How you been anyway? Hopefully you're okay and chipping along. I've been okay, a bit all over the place with time frames and things, but anyway, this is coming out nice. So I'm happy about that. We've set this, we're just going to clear these slots, get them to the right depth. Let's get most of that junk out of there. Clear the micro dust out of there. For charity, for the Children's Hospital in Sydney. And that's why I want the larger audience. I want to get the best price I can for them. And so that's why I'm expanding into YouTube. Even though I don't have time to do lives on YouTube, the edited 1.5 hour into 30 minutes or 20-minute videos are sort of the brain attention span that YouTube demands of its viewers. Anything longer than that, people tend to drop off unless they're really into your stuff. I'm learning a lot about that. It's not for me, but I do need to use the tools that are at hand from a promotion point of view, just to get exposure to good things like the auctions and the charity drives, and to drive more activity and keep the channel going. Why no support to stop sliding? Oh, I don't know. I just like holding it with my hand. It's not really sliding that much. If I put it over onto the rubber, we're good to go. It rocks a little bit, but that's okay. These are all pre-cut, so this is quite easy. I'm not, the precision's already there. Just clearing out the bottom of those slots really is all I'm doing. It does rock a little bit in my hand, but I've got rubber on either side. It's not really moving around too much. You may not know, Drive, but I'm a pretty freehand sort of guy. People go, what the hell are you doing that way for? A lot, and that's okay. But I don't really stress over it. I just do whatever feels right. If I want to lock this down and clamp it up, I probably will. If I don't, I probably won't. And sometimes I pay the price for it. What it does though is it helps me with my focus. Especially when I'm distracted, and when I mean that sincerely. And in a good way, when I'm talking to you guys, which is good, I still got to focus here on what I'm doing. So it just helps my focus. It's a little bit of my own self-development, if you like, to hear from you again. So hang on in there, Wedge. We're getting this acoustic done. Maui Lynn, if you're watching, let me show you. I'm going to take a break for Lynn's benefit now, and I'm going to show her this body. Look, Lynn, we're almost done. We've got this beautiful, we've got a coat of oil on that girl. Look at that camphor laurel. You like that? We're going to sand that now, do some final sanding. We've got the sides done. The rosewood bindings are on. That heel block is finished. Okay, we've got our top, one coat of that weedy coloured bunya pine. We've got a little bit of purple heart there, and another little bit there as a little feature on those stop ends. So it's coming along. We're just going to put that neck in. Final go. Okay, I think we've got it. That looks right. Okay, just adjust that slightly. How's that? Does that work? Does that work? Does it? Yes, it works. It's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. We can see what we're doing. That's fine. Let's go. Okay. Right, let's get our frets and our neck. Let's get over and press that in. Bingo, it works. Sorry, Rage. You know me. I'm always stuffing about. Trying to stop the disco light. That doesn't seem to work. Let me plug this one in. I've got to get that light changed. I've got some LEDs that I'm going to replace it with. It's an old fluoro. We don't want the old fluoros. Got a bit of light there. Can we see that? We can see that. It's lit up nicely now. Probably a little bit too bright, but let's move that away a little bit. Like so. Okay, might be a bit better. You can probably see the board a little bit better now. Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right, let's back this in. This is our little fractal press, as they call it. A couple of little mobile little clamp, or sorry, little cams on little cam axes or axles, and they move, and you know, to the radius you need them to they hug the board. They're free to move and push down with a natural curve of the fretboard, which makes it really, really accurate and really, really helpful. Takes a lot of strain out of banging them in. I do like to tap them in, but I do like to get a nice, press them in with a nice good shape. That's loose. Let me sort that out. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's designed to be loose because they do move around. Okay, let's test the drop of that. Perfect, we're good to go. Let's start. So we can start at 1, I guess. It's always a good place to start. We'll pop 1 in there. I'm not going to put any glue in this guy, we don't need to. What I do need is my little hammer. Just to tap 1 end in. Let me grab a caul just to support that neck. We don't want that neck bending and cracking, do we? There we go, that's a lot better. You can see the result on that. It's really flat, beautifully pushed in, nice and flat, seated really well. That's what we want. Two. Orby's in the house. Orby, what's going on, bro? The Orbster. Is he here? He must be lurking somewhere. Fret 2. Get in there. Oh, it's a bit funny with this slippery fretboard. There we go. Cool. Let's get that middle done. Nice. Excellent. That's what we want. Nice and flat. 3. And you watch that spread and grab. Spread and grab right there. Get it right in the middle. There we go. You get a really nice flush finish. Might even have to go down a little bit. That's okay. Let's keep going. We're up to 11. Let me just make sure. That we're still working. We are still working. Good. Matt Burrows. Matty boy. man. We're putting frets in this neck. Let me show my man this guitar. Oh, have a look at this, Matt. Camphor laurel sides and back. Bunya pine top. Mahogany neck with a Australian rosewood fretboard. There's the rosewood, that red rosewood binding. Very, very ochre, very Australian. Out back, the red centre. There's our tailpiece. G'day, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I hope you like that. I know you've been following it a little bit on Insta. So... Excellent, mate. Look, it's good to see you. I'm just going to pop in there and get stuck into the last couple of frets and then we'll come back in. But here we go. Couple of frets to go. This guy's next. That's 18. Is done. Just going to give that guy a little press on the end there, just to make sure that did go right down. Okay. Here. All right. We're still working? We're still working. Good stuff. Mario, what's going on? Good to see you, Muzz. What's happening, brother? 20. 3 frets to go. Come on, we can do this. Let me just tap the rest of these in. $20, $21. $22. Let's press those suckers in. We're done. Beautiful. Okay, back to the other room. There we are, we have our frets in there. What I need to do now is trim those off. I'll grab one of the mallets, just give them a little tap down. Just use my little block. Keep the radius. Give them a little bang, like to shock them. Check the ends, make sure nothing's come back up. No, they're all seated really, really well. So that's good, we're good to go. We can start trimming those and shaping those now. They're quite thick. Stainless steel, man, it's hard to cut through. There's only a couple of longer pieces to cut, and then we'll file the rest down on the sander. Okay, we're going to grind the rest on that sander. They're all seated really, really well, which is great. We'll grind those, make sure they're all level still after we grind them. Then we'll masks, check, glass, yes, we've got the safety gear. Okay, I think we're good. Eagle, what's happening? We are busy tonight. Go hard, man. Good to see you, Eags. Thanks for dropping in. I like that you keep people out of trouble, Rage. I usually get them into trouble. Now, I was very careful not to touch these frets because they're stainless steel and they're so hard. That friction on there really gets them hot. They're still warm if I feel them now, but that's also good because it's heated up that fret tang and it should have just swelled that up a little bit to bite down. None of them have lifted. They're all really straight. We can work on the edges now and get them beveled and get them leveled. First things first, I need to pretty much get those edges flatter with the file now. So I use my block file. I've got the 90 and I've got the 60. That one is for the 30-degree pitch. The other is for the flatness. So we've got a bevel to go on there first, but we'll work on the flat side first. We generally lay that straight across the top. We've got that 90 degrees. And we take the rest of those big edges off there. That's good. Get the other side done now. Okay, good, we're done. That's level, nice and level. They all look really well seated. They look pretty good. Okay, we've got to put a bevel on these guys now. Before we do that though, we're going to flatten these. So bevel comes next. We're going to take this guy up and start leveling the top of that. Okay. Excuse me, I need to tape this guy up. Where is my tape? Here it is. Let's tape this guy up. Pour blood in these things. Got to sand all that off. Okay, let's get this guy strapped up. Protect the fretboard at all costs. Not exactly at all costs. Well, yeah, we do protect the fretboard. I think it's evening where the eagle is. Is it not? 71 degrees. It's a nice sunny autumn day, Mav. It's beautiful. Those surf beaches up north here in north of Sydney. And it should be cool fun. Just me and a couple of people and a bit of a laugh, a bit of a joke, and just kill some time with, with good people. Monster Mozzies. We have them here 24/7, Mav. Monster Mozzies. They're like our dragonflies. People go, wow, you've got lovely dragonflies in Australia. They're not dragonflies, they're mosquitoes. Everything's huge here. Ha! One more fret to go. We'll level this guy up. Yeah, cool. Would they be salmon running up the rivers there when they're spawning, Mav, or is it salmon on the ocean side? I don't know, actually. You don't have ocean. It's all lake, isn't it? It'd be fresh water. It'd be the salmon running in the lakes. Gatto, what's going on, bro? Did I say hello to you before? Maybe I missed you. I'm sorry if I did. Anyway, let's mark these out. Let's give them a quick level. Before I do that, I want to check and see what kind of a dodgy fret job I did. That's where I cut myself earlier and bled everywhere. It's all right. It adds character, as I say. Level. Great start. Fantastic start. Awesome. Seated well. Consistent wiring. Aha, high spot. Haha, fixed it. Get high there. They're okay. Okay, there's a couple of little tiny high spots. Doesn't matter. We're going to level those out now, so we should get a good result. The foundation is great, so we're on a good track. Let's mark these out so we can see what we're doing. We're just going to take that off, and then we're going to crown these and recheck the heights and the levels. Let's go. Now we'll use our big flat bar, our fret buddy. Start at the edges. Quite consistent, which is good because we expect consistency because none of them are really high, higher than the others. Let's check the heights. Level, solid. You can feel it straight away. As soon as you lay that edge across those frets, you know you're doing okay. When they sit really nice and stable. No rocking anywhere. Nothing. Which is really good. Couple of high ones here that seem to have been resolved. This one here, that's good now. That's all perfect. That's good too. That one's a little bit high. Check those again. Okay, that's good now. That's good. We're good. We can crown those. We mark them out again. Before we crown, we're going to bevel them now. So to go back to this guy, we get the angle, 35 degree or whatever it is, something around there. And we hit the edges and give them a nice bevel. Okay, we're done. We've got those angled. We've still got some time to crown them now. Got the bevel on there. The bevel's in the detail. See what I did there? The bevel's in the detail. The devil's in the bevel. Right. We're going to crown these guys now. Then we round the ends off once we remove that paper and polish them and the fretboard and get any marks off there that we put on there when we were cutting slots, because there are some rub marks there from the stop, the saw stop. Okay, what have we got? Let me take a break and straighten up a bit. Rightio. So we're ready to crown. There it is there. We've got them marked up. They're nice and level. Looking good. Looking real good. Happy with that so far. Can't wait to get this in. That's going to be awesome. We've still got to do a lot of sanding on the back, get that all cleaned up, and to a point where it's in finishing stages. Let's keep going. We want to crown these and then see if we can crown these and and then tidy up for the rest of the job. I've got to get those ends filed or finished. I don't know if I've got time. I've got a little bit of time, 15 minutes. Might be able to do that. We might just crown these first and see what that looks like. Let's get the crowning stuff on there. Where are my files? Here they are. Doofus. Get your files out, Doofus. I'm going to use the medium one. Not so deep. Couple more. Okay, we're good. That's the end of that. Let's take the tape off. Do the edges now. Although it feels pretty good. We need to make sure we get the sharp little fragments and sharp little edges smoothed off now before we polish it up. Starting to look like a neck now, finally. Don't you think? Starting to look like a neck. Okay. Rest of this tape off. And we're ready to polish those up. But I'll probably do that in the next stream. Let's have a little look at those. So there's our little dots. They look pretty good already, but obviously we need to round them over a little bit more and polish that guy up, which is going to really come up really good. You can see how there's not much scratching to how hard this stainless steel is, even with a file. It still has a lot of shine, so we'll be able to really work those to a high gloss finish. Okay, that's it for today, guys and girls. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks, guys and girls. I'll be back soon. Stay safe. Look after each other. We'll be back very, very shortly. The next day or two. Keep an eye out on our schedule. Till then, see you later.